The next category, booze.
All of it.
All of the money
All
for the
of
booze
it.
envelope. All of it. Hello. Sitting in between us right now, both literally and figuratively, is a big stack of cash. Why? Damn it. Because today we are going to try the envelope system. For those of you who aren't familiar with what the envelope system is, basically you take some envelopes and how much you expect to be spending in certain categories throughout the month, and you put that money in there, and that keeps you in that limit. And while we generally don't have a problem with overspending, especially during the pandemic, this is a popular method. It's been used forever. I don't know about you, but I like spending with cash.
I know what my limit is, and it's so easy to go over that limit when you're using a credit card.
Also, part of what we wanted to do in this video was to help normalize money conversations in marriages. It's important that right now it's the beginning of the month, we're sitting down, we're talking about what we're gonna spend, we're actually looking at what we're gonna spend for the month.
It's good to be on the same page about money so that you don't have these random arguments.
We are, by the way, today sipping this amazing vineyard we found. Cheers.
No added sulfates.
It's called Frey. No added sulfates, and they're super clean and organic. And also, before we get into stacking some envelopes with cash, big shout out to our friends Barnhart. He paid off a credit card recently, and our friend Colin, who got a student loan out of his life.
Good.
So let's get into the envelopes. Before that, like and subscribe. Can you do the, here, I'll do, no. So like and subscribe. Jen, what are the advantages to spending with cash instead of using your debit card or a credit card?
It really hurts to watch cash go.
So there's apparently studies that show that if you actually spend with cash instead of using a card, that you have a moment that hurts.
It's really hard to give this 20 to you.
There are some things that it makes sense to actually keep in the bank account. And in addition to that, our savings. We're saving for a house right now. It wouldn't make sense to have that much cash on hand. Actually, I think it'd be pretty dangerous to have that much cash. All right, so the first thing we have lined up is the giving fund. And that's something new that we're trying, where we're actually saying, no, this money we have to spend on somebody other than us. This is something we really haven't ever done before. So into the giving fund, we put $200. I feel like we'll use this maybe if we go to a restaurant and we want to tip the waiter or something nice. And $200, if you don't mind putting that in the giving fund. No, into the... All right, next envelope. What's that smell? Gas. Gasoline prices, although they are going up right now, tend to be pretty much the same each month.
General transportation, so if I wanted to...
General transportation. Next, here's the rough one, and this one's gonna hurt the most. Groceries. As you'll see in one of my previous videos, actually I think it was the last video that I put up, it was looking at this budget, getting it set up. You'll see that groceries in our house, we spend somewhere around 20 to 22, 23% of our take-home discretionary pay on food.
That good grass-fed, grass-finished beef.
But that's an investment that we've decided to make in ourselves. Unfortunately though, when it comes down to eating cleaner and better foods, that tends to err somewhere in the 7% more expensive range. But we don't have an issue spending that money because what did we do? What did we pay off?
Our student loans!
We paid off our student loans. We spent 10 months paying off more than $97,000, mostly of student loans. So now we have a little extra discretionary money, not just to save, but we have some money to put towards eating better and treating our bodies better. But with that, here comes the painful moment. I gotta be honest, it is a lot easier on a debit card and not actually see it. Yeah, that hurts.
I better live like 20 years
Yeah,
longer.
you better live longer. The next category, booze. We're definitely gonna need money in that.
All of it.
All of the money
All
for the
of
booze
it.
envelope, all of it.
Can I not touch my face now? And I'm touching all this money.
All right, booze, next. Vacation fund. We spent our vacation money. We planned a trip for a little bit later in the year, but we actually did that using our debit card. You see that, Mom? However, when we get to where we're going, it would be nice to have some cash on hand. So I thought might as well have a vacation fund envelope. So there we go. Jen, are you ready for a vacation?
Yes.
So dramatic. And at last, the final envelopes.
Is this a surprise? Is there a surprise for me?
At last. Jen has been asking about this for months. The return of fun money.
Yes!
We used to do fun money, and we kind of stopped doing it around when the pandemic started because nothing was fun. Here's what happened with the fun money. We would go places, and whose fun money would get spent
on
our joint bill?
No.
Partially because, admittedly, I'm a big spender, but also partially because sometimes I was paying for two.
Gotta work the system, baby.
Now things are opening up a little bit more, and maybe in the months ahead. She's watching me like a hawk while I count it.
I didn't even notice I was doing it.
But anyway, here's Jen's fun money, sweetie.
Yes.
And we're both getting the same amount of fun money. And actually, maybe we'll do a video later in the month to see
How much I've hoarded.
how much she has and how much I have. And the last thing I wanted to do is look at this. This is what we had left over, and I wanted to give this to you as an extra allowance for your fun money envelope for you.
Wait, did you just give me $5 less and this is some ploy to make
No,
me think that you did
it
something?
was a nice thing I was trying to do. So that's that. We've set up our envelope. And again, look, if you're in a relationship and you're not married, you really shouldn't be combining finances or paying for each other outside of dinner. But if you're married, you do want to be having these kinds of conversations. You want to be sitting down, pouring a glass of wine.
Is there more, by the way?
No.
Where's the booze fund?
And you want to be having these conversations just so you make sure you're on the same page. Money is up there among the top reasons people end up getting divorced. And not to mention, money ends up being, if you think about it, kind of the root of a lot of other problems that lead to divorces. You have substance abuse issues, health issues, whether it's physical or mental, infidelity issues. You don't want to be caught in any of that. Make sure you're working together, because if you're like me, you have a really good and smart teammate to help you through all this. But anyway, if you liked what you saw, like and subscribe to our channel. And as always,
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.